What if scientists had the power to alter human genetics at will? Welcome to the intriguing world of genetic experiments, a domain of science that's as fascinating as it is complex. Let's dive right in and unravel the mysteries of this cutting-edge field. Genetic experimentation, at its core, involves manipulating the genes within an organism's DNA. It's like being a master painter. But instead of colors, you have genes to blend and mix to create the perfect masterpiece. Our genes, after all, are the essence of who we are. They determine everything from the color of our hair and eyes to our susceptibility to certain diseases. Now imagine the potential scope of genetic experiments. Picture a world where we could alter physical characteristics at will. Want to be taller, stronger, or have blue eyes? With the power of genetic manipulation, these could be more than just wishful thinking. But it's not just about physical attributes. Consider the possibilities for intellectual enhancement. We could potentially increase intelligence, boost creativity, or even enhance memory. The realm of cognitive enhancement is vast and largely unexplored, waiting for us to unlock its secrets. Yet the most profound potential lies in combating genetic diseases. Diseases that have plagued humanity for centuries could be eradicated at the genetic level. From cystic fibrosis to Huntington's disease, the list of conditions that could be eliminated is extensive. We're talking about a world where no child would have to inherit a life-threatening condition from their parents. As we tread this path, it's important to remember the complexity and delicacy of the human genome. It's a delicate web of interconnections where a single alteration can have far-reaching effects. But with careful research and ethical considerations, the potential benefits are truly astounding. Imagine living in a world where genetic diseases are a thing of the past. This isn't just a dream, but a future that genetic experiments could potentially make a reality. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this captivating topic in the next segments. The power to change human genetics is not without its potential benefits. These benefits are tantalizing, to say the least, and could usher in a new era of human health, longevity, and capabilities. Firstly, let's explore the eradication of genetic diseases. Imagine a world where conditions like cystic fibrosis, Huntington's disease, or sickle cell anemia are things of the past. These are all illnesses caused by genetic mutations, and the ability to modify our genes could lead to their complete eradication. This would not only alleviate the suffering of millions, but could also reduce the strain on healthcare systems worldwide. But the potential benefits don't stop at disease eradication. What about increasing human lifespan? With genetic experiments, we could potentially slow down or even reverse the aging process. Telomeres, the protective ends of our chromosomes, shorten as we age. If we could genetically modify these telomeres to stop them from shortening or even lengthen them, we could theoretically extend human life. We're talking about living well beyond 100 years and still being healthy and vital. Lastly, let's consider the enhancement of human abilities and intelligence. With genetic modification, we could potentially increase our physical strength, speed, or endurance. We could enhance our cognitive abilities, improving memory, attention, or problem-solving skills. We could even potentially unlock abilities that are currently beyond our reach, like enhanced vision or hearing. Of course, these are all potentials, and the path to these outcomes is fraught with challenges and ethical considerations, but the potential is there and it's incredibly exciting. It's like we're standing on the precipice of a new world, a world where we can shape our own evolution. In the end, the potential benefits of genetic experiments are vast and could revolutionize human life as we know it. From eradicating genetic diseases, to extending our lifespan, to enhancing our abilities, the possibilities are limited only by our imagination and our ethical boundaries. The benefits of genetic experiments could revolutionize the human experience. However, the power to alter human genetics is not without its ethical concerns. Let's take a moment to delve into some of these ethical quandaries. Imagine a world where your genetic makeup, the very blueprint of who you are, could be used against you. This is the concern of genetic discrimination. If genetic experiments were to become commonplace, it's plausible that individuals could be discriminated against based on their genetic predispositions. Employers, insurers, and even potential partners may make judgments or decisions based on genetic information, which is a deeply personal and unchangeable aspect of our identities. Then there's the potential loss of genetic diversity. Our world thrives on diversity. It's what makes us resilient as a species, but if we start cherry-picking our genes, we might inadvertently create a genetic bottleneck. This means reducing the diversity and potentially weakening the human race rather than strengthening it. This loss of diversity could also lead to a lack of individuality. We could end up in a world where everyone is genetically engineered to be perfect, but in doing so, we lose what makes us unique. And finally, we must consider the potential for misuse. As with any powerful tool, genetic experiments could be used for malicious purposes. Imagine a government or a corporation having the power to genetically engineer humans according to their own agenda. The implications are terrifying. We could see the rise of genetically engineered soldiers or a new form of eugenics where only certain traits are deemed desirable. These are just a few of the ethical concerns surrounding genetic experiments. They highlight the need for careful consideration and robust regulatory frameworks. We must tread carefully in this brave new world of genetics, ensuring that our curiosity and desire for progress do not trample on our fundamental rights and the richness of human diversity. The ethical implications of genetic experiments cannot be overlooked. The debate over the ethics of genetic experiments is far from over. In the wake of scientific breakthroughs, the world finds itself grappling with a complex issue. The potential to alter human genes, to possibly eradicate diseases, enhance human abilities, or even extend life expectancy is alluring. Yet it's a path that we tread with trepidation, as it's fraught with ethical dilemmas. Scientists, the vanguard of this frontier, are divided. Some view genetic experimentation as the next logical step in our evolution, a tool that could be wielded to better the human condition. They argue that with the right precautions and guidelines, we could mitigate the risks involved. But there are others who caution against venturing into this uncharted territory, warning of unforeseen consequences and the potential for misuse. Ethicists, too, are entrenched in this debate, wrestling with questions that challenge our very understanding of what it means to be human. If we could alter our genes at will, where do we draw the line between treatment and enhancement? How do we ensure equal access to such advancements, preventing the emergence of a genetically enhanced elite? And what of consent? Can we justify making genetic alterations that will affect future generations who have no say in the matter? The general public, for their part, expresses a mix of fascination and fear. The idea of being able to design our offspring or cure currently untreatable conditions is appealing, but there's also apprehension about the unknown, about playing God, and about the potential for a dystopian future where our genetic makeup determines our fate. To address these concerns, potential solutions have been proposed. Regulatory bodies could be established to oversee genetic experiments, ensuring they are conducted safely and ethically. Laws could be enacted to prevent misuse and enforce transparency. Public consultations could be held to involve the community in the decision-making process. But these solutions, too, are not without their challenges. The debate continues, and the future of genetic experiments remains uncertain. What does the future hold for genetic experiments? As we gaze into the crystal ball of scientific possibilities, the future of genetic experiments appears as a realm filled with tremendous potential, yet fraught with challenges and ethical quandaries. Imagine a world where genetic experiments could unlock the secrets of human biology, providing us with the keys to eradicate genetic diseases or even enhance human capabilities. The future could see us harnessing the power of genetics to cure ailments like Alzheimer's or Huntington's disease, conditions that currently have no cure. We could even venture into the realm of genetic modification, crafting our own evolutionary trajectory and potentially enhancing our physical, intellectual, or emotional capacities. Yet, as we stand on the precipice of these potential breakthroughs, we also face significant challenges. For one, the science of genetic experimentation is complex and still not fully understood. There is a risk of unintended consequences, with alterations to one part of the genome potentially causing unforeseen changes in other areas. Then there's the ethical dimension. Even if we could genetically modify humans, should we? This question raises profound concerns about the nature of humanity, the definition of disease, and the potential for genetic discrimination or eugenics. What would it mean to live in a society where your genetic makeup could be chosen, altered, or even judged? The potential implications of these future developments for society are profound. We could see a revolution in healthcare, with personalized medicine based on individual genetic profiles becoming the norm. Yet we could also see the rise of new forms of inequality as access to genetic modifications becomes yet another dividing line between the haves and the have-nots. As we venture into this brave new world of genetic experiments, it is crucial that we navigate these uncharted waters with care, balancing the promise of scientific advancements with the need for ethical considerations and societal safeguards. Only time will tell what the future holds for genetic experiments. As we continue to explore this fascinating field, let's ensure that our journey is guided by a compass of ethical responsibility, a map of scientific understanding, and a vision of a future that benefits all of humanity.